This is a simple video where I will be whispering video game trivia questions. I will read the question, give you a chance to answer if you wish, and then read the answer. We will be taking questions from the ultimate video game trivia, which is packaged to look like a Game Boy, which when I was younger I was fortunate enough to own. We could make this a drinking game, but I think instead I would rather just have you donate $1,000 to charity with every incorrect answer. I'm kidding, this is just for fun. There need be no consequences. However, if you want to donate $1,000 to charity with each wrong answer, you are amazing and should do that. Remember, there is no cheating, no searching for answers. The first question. Released in 2001, the large original Xbox controller went by what nickname? The Duke. And it was the best controller. Which console, released worldwide, was the first to include a built-in modem for online gaming? The Sega Dreamcast. In Telltale Games' first season of The Walking Dead, Lee Everett was a professor of which subject before the zombie outbreak? History. Question. In advertising, which console has been described as being, quote, for the players, unquote? PlayStation 4. Which company purchased the Oculus Rift in 2014 for $2 billion? Facebook. Question. The Valve anti-cheat software was first released in 2002 in support for which modded video game? Counter-Strike. Panda first appears as a selectable fighter in which game of the Tekken franchise? Tekken 3. For which console did Namco release the original GunCon peripheral bundled with copies of Time Crisis? Sony PlayStation. Question. What is the name of the green creature that the player must feed in the popular mobile game Cut the Rope? Answer. Om-Nom. For which console was Cooking Mama released? Nintendo DS. Which Xbox 360 peripherals advertised Uprising made the claim that, quote, "You are the controller," unquote. Connect. Question. I think this is an easy one. What is the name of Microsoft's online gaming service for the Xbox range of consoles? Xbox Live. Which unreleased video game project by Cloud Imperium Games reached 200 million in crowdfunding in November 2018? Star Citizen. Which console was the first to allow for online gaming via a broadband connection using its integrated Ethernet port? Microsoft Xbox. After its original release in Japan, by what name was the Sega Mark III known worldwide? Master System. In the 2012 strategy video game XCOM Enemy Unknown, what is the name of the organization that is abbreviated to XCOM? Extraterrestrial Combat Unit. Gotta put the beat down on ET. Question. In which platforming video game series does the player control an ordinary worm enhanced by a super suit? Earthworm Jim. Released in 1989, for which console was the Power Glove a controller accessory? The Nintendo Entertainment System. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege started development after the cancellation of which video game? Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Patriots. I guess they couldn't get Tom Brady to sign the endorsement deal. Question. Which Sony console introduced the share button to its DualShock controller? PlayStation 4. Which peripheral for the Nintendo Wii Remote was released in 2009 in order to improve the controller's ability to track movement? Answer. Wii Motion Plus. Question. The setting of which game is Whispering Rock Psychic Camp? Psychonauts. Question. What are the controllers for the Nintendo Switch called? Joy-Cons. Question. A lawsuit was filed by Sega against the 2003 game The Simpsons Road Rage for its perceived similarities to which other driving game? Crazy Taxi. you the answer to this one at the start of the video, accidentally. Question. What color was the original Game Boy when it was released in 1989? Gray. Ukrainian developer Frogwares is best known for its adventure game series about which fictional detective? Sherlock Holmes. What was the final home console released by Sega? The Dreamcast. Which 2007 video game was released as the sequel to the 1992 film Hard Boiled? Stranglehold. I have not heard of that. I need to check that out. Speaking of E.T., question. For which console was the ill-fated game E.T. the Extraterrestrial released? The Atari 2600. Before its release, by what code name was the Xbox One X called? Project Scorpio. Question. Which of the four horsemen of the apocalypse is the playable character in the first Darksiders game? War. Question. BT7274 is a character in which video game? Titanfall 2. Question, and I think you've gotten a hint on this one already as well. Introduced in 1997, what is the name for the series of PlayStation controllers capable of providing vibration feedback to the player? DualShock. Question. Released in 1972 and developed by Magnavox, what was the name of the first home video console? Odyssey. In what year was the Game Boy Color released? 1998. Question. For which console was Luigi's Mansion a launch title? Nintendo GameCube. What code name did Nintendo use for the GameCube before the true name's reveal in August 2000? Dolphin. Question. Replacing Tiger Woods, which golfer became the new title athlete of the PGA Tour video game series in 2015? Answer. Rory McIlroy. Wright appeared in spin-off games from the Ace Attorney series in 2009 and 2011 for the Nintendo DS. Miles Edgeworth. Originally announced at the 2009 E3 conference and released on the PlayStation 4 in 2016, in which game does the player interact with a strange creature named Trico? Answer: The Last Guardian. In Dead Rising, the influential Zombie Genocider achievement had the player kill how many zombies? The number being equivalent to the population of the game setting of Willamette, Colorado. 53,594. In the 2016 game Doom, what form of energy is being siphoned from Hell by the UAC? Argent energy. Which American filmmaker served as a writer in his 2012 collaboration with Suda51 on Lollipop Chainsaw? James Gunn. In Team Fortress 2, what do the acronyms of the red and blue teams stand for? Reliable Excavation and Demolition, and Builders League United. Which 1998 game was the first in the Thief series? Thief: The Dark Project. Question: in the 2007 game Crackdown, how many agility orbs are there to collect? 500. In online gaming, what does the acronym MOBA mean? Multiplayer Online Battle Arena. Question: what is the name of the DJ in Burnout Paradise? Answer: DJ Atomica. First appearing in Skylanders Spiro's Adventure, who is the arch-enemy of the Skylanders? Chaos. What is the name of Cuphead's brother? Mugman. In Lemmings, what color hair do the lemmings have? Green. Question: which peripheral for the Nintendo Entertainment System allowed for up to 4-player gameplay on the console? NES 4-score. What is the family name of the main antagonists of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard? Baker. Set in a hospital, what is the name of the first campaign in the 2008 game Left 4 Dead? No Mercy. Question. PT was a playable teaser for which cancelled video game? Silent Hills. Handsome Jack first appears in which video game? Borderlands 2. In the Viva Pinata series, what is the name of the horse pinata species? Horstachio. In the dungeon crawling game, The Binding of Isaac, what does Isaac use as his default projectile attack? His tears. Question. What name did fans give the unnamed protagonist of the 2012 game Hotline Miami? Jacket. Question. What are the full names of the 3 playable characters from Grand Theft Auto 5? Michael DeSanta, Franklin Clinton, and Trevor Phillips. By what name was the Sega Genesis known outside North America? Mega Drive. Halo Combat Evolved was a launch title for which console? Xbox. Question. The playable character in a 1993 platformer of the same name, Cool Spot, was the mascot for which soft drink brand? 7-Up. With over 155 million units sold, what is the best-selling home console of all time? PlayStation 2. And last question. On which handheld console did the Pokemon games first appear in 1996? The Game Boy. Well, that is all for the game this evening. I hope you enjoyed playing, coming up with the answers, or maybe learning a little something. I know I would not have scored very well on all of those questions. Maybe we will play again some other time, but I hope you have